This morning. Haven't you enjoyed on Sunday mornings, right before service, all the talent that is being introduced to you?
Yes, amen.
I've really been blessed. I've really enjoyed seeing all the great talent that God has blessed this house with. And at this time, if you would, put your hands together for Ray Montes.
Do you want to go down there?
I wonder if Jordan ever created a shoe called Insecurities, if we would still buy it. I wonder if we would barge in stores or stand in line just to end the supply. I wonder if we will still purchase them, even if we are struggling to get by. But if Jordan accomplished one thing, he made some of my peers believe that his shoes could make them fly. But I wonder why. My generation keeps doing the same thing and expecting different results. But then again, we keep buying the same shoes and expect the same praise and exalt. I wonder if getting those new insecurities will lead to fight and exalt, for which it makes me wonder if not getting them will lead to ridicule and insults. I wonder if anyone would ever tell us that those new insecurities don't define us, and how desperate we want to buy them can only confine us, to the point we can't even find us. I wonder how much money we would be willing to pay just for our insecurities. See, I can only wonder, but my wondering soon turns to worrying when I think of what my generation would do just for attention. How they jump on new trends means to bypass rejection and longing and calling it freedom of expression. But all they want is acceptance. All I want is to tell them, if you are walking in the wrong direction, it doesn't matter what is on your feet. And if you are not hearing sound truth, no, I don't care about your beats. Right. And if your words are not edifying, no, I don't want to see your tweets. Woo. Because of our desperateness to take the seat with elite, we will eventually become your defeat. But please tell me if these things are really making you feel complete. Why are you constantly feeling the need to compete? You thought that being part of the in crowd would make you feel complete, but all you realize is that they make you feel incomplete. Right. But please understand that my words are no blame on Jordan. Only recognizing the society has become our biggest prison warden, I speak to my generation to warn them of a society that specializes and desensitizes and sentiments on things that don't benefit a society that treats me like I am the enemy, but I am the innocent one. They treat me like I am nemesis, but they choose dudes like Lil Wayne and Chief Keef to act as our representative. Wow. See, it's a shame we keep reaping what society has sown, because no matter how many shoes Jordan has sold, I'm more concerned about your soul. I don't care what name brand is on the bottom of your soul, because I know that material things can make you whole. Wow. So I'll speak to a generation of young girls, all my single ladies, who think it's cool to be a fiancé only because they are obsessed with Beyonce. Young girls who see marriage not a long-term covenant, but a way to get attention and cover. Who doesn't care if her man doesn't covenant her, because all she wants is for other girls to covenant her. So I speak to a generation of young men who only think that masculinity means to downplay the chivalry, sympathy, sensitivity, and dignity, while officially, explicitly promoting violence vividly and viciously, negatively promoting hostility, delinquency, in order to hide their true feelings of acceptability, insufficiency, and insecurity. Go ahead, man. Yes. See, it scares me what my generation will do just for attention. But the sad thing is that they know we would give it to them because they think the only way to get recognized is to put fights on world stars, because in one night they become world stars and they think that doing harm will cause them to go far. I wonder if they even know that activity can put them behind bars. So I'll speak to a generation that lives it up because you only live once. So ironically, they use words to signify the fact that they are living, but they don't even know what they speak. They use words like faded, which means to lose brilliance or to die gradually, or wasted to be cut into small bits, and we wonder why our lifespan keeps getting cut in half.
Right.
See, life and death are in the power of the tongue, and it isn't too far from your lungs. So don't think for a minute that death won't greet you while you are young. But while we were young, our true purpose was made the day Christ was hung, and a new song was sung, because the possibility of a new life has begun. So I wonder if my generation has ever heard the story of Daniel, a story of him and his 3 friends, that they didn't fear the jeer from his peers, because they were concerned about receiving the Heavenly Father's jeers. Their obedience even caused them to be thrown into the lion's den or in the fiery furnace. But there was no point for them to be fearful or nervous, because there suddenly and miraculously appeared a person that prevented them prevented what was meant for harm, not to complete what was its purpose. I wonder if young women ever heard the story of Esther, a young woman who knew her beauty was created by God and not for men, a young woman who used her beauty to change the outcome of an entire empire, a young woman who understood that her beauty had a purpose beyond man, trying to change the outcome of her stomach because her faith could move mountains. She was on top. I wonder if young men ever heard the story of Joseph, because despite the wrong motives of a woman, Joseph did not give in to lust, but instead chose God to be his focus. Even when doing the right thing cost him everything, God didn't forget his promise to promote him. I wonder if our generation will realize that he died to make us shameless and blameless. We are living to make him famous. We were paralyzed and now we are walking. We were blind and now we can see. So you can't even begin to tell me what lame is. I wonder if we can be that generation who was called at the beginning of creation to affect nations. A generation that fights temptation. A generation constantly works hard and never takes vacations.
Right.
A generation that shows what real change is because we were changed by salvation.
My God.
I wonder if we would ever stop conforming. I wonder if our minds will start transforming. I wonder if we will take the good news and start informing. I wonder if we will tell our generations to take the warning. I wonder if we would escape of this prison warden, or would we continue to be a slave to those new Jordans?
Oh, come on, stand to your feet. Wow, man, that's good stuff, buddy. Come out here and take a bow, man. That's good stuff. Well, high five 2 or 3 people and say it's good to see you this morning. Come on,